Hello and happy gaming, everyone. Darksaved Walker is going to play Dicey Dungeons, and hey, we've gotten through most of the hard mode bonus rounds. So, we're now up to the Witch, and I fear that this is going to be ridiculously hard, but let's see what happens.
Stickily.
Alright, what do we got? Fruit Bowl, Snapdragon. Okay, well here's hoping I don't have to run a friggin' mana build, because those spells, to me, are just unreliable. No, come on, Snapdragon. Boom, there we go. Now what I can do with this, though, is get a lot of extra dice by putting a 6 in here, and then having Fruit Bowl prepared, and I can just get extra dice that way. So these two spells by themselves could actually help fuel me a bit. And that's the sort of thing I mean. I can't do anything with those two dice, but it is a way for me to not only get some extra dice, but maybe do a little bit of extra damage in the process. Alright, so that might actually work out better than I gave it credit for. I'm just hoping that the rest of my spells aren't so eh. I'll put it on a 6. I'm not really planning on using it. Ooh! Oh man, sounds excited. Like he just picked up his brand new plasma cannon on Christmas Day and he's about to blast me in the face with it. Oh wait, that's what's happening now. And hey, he only has to do that 2 more times, which he's not going to do with 3 2s. Yee! Ow! Why did I find that to be so funny? Ow! Okay, so we're gonna have to work with mana ramping. And no, I don't want one of my dice to be frozen at the start of every turn. That's how you don't get 6s. Start each fight with 2 poison, and I'll deal. Not happily, but I'll deal. It's actually Snape. What? Apparently linguistics don't like me today. Snave. Alright, perfect. That is just perfect linguistics right there. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Ah, right in the face. 6 damage, 2 weaken. Yay, lucky me. Needs a 6? That's not even right. And Fruit Bowl isn't helping me out either. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, he's only gonna hit me for 5, but I mean, that's still painful. Oh, what? Darn it, Stereo Head, stop weakening things I plan on using. Alright, now, can I beat Sneezy on 14 health? Well, let's try. I get the feeling this isn't going to go well, though. I don't have a 3. And I can get one. Well, not anymore, I can't. I don't find this as amusing as you do, game. Well, that's game over. Yeah, your redesign is still a pain in the ass. Okay, please give me better spells. I'm sorry, I don't like the spells that force you to rely on building mana. I just find them to be very unreliable. There are certain spells that definitely ring out as being more useful than others, and all of the really good ones don't use the mana mechanic. I'm sorry. It was interesting for... Oh yeah, that's right. Infliction is on 1, not 2. I made a goof. It's like the one time I actually am actively wanting a 1 and can't get it. Ugh. Hey, Dark Sage, you forgot to get the treasure chest. I'm aware! I don't think it's a good idea to use my limit break here. I'm getting the feeling that if I don't, though, then I'm gonna end up losing here because he's dropping up to 6 poison a round. Yes, Ice Shard, please give me that. There, now I don't even have to worry about a mana build. Especially since I'm not going to be able to build it up very effectively anyways. I would rather not take residual damage, so let's see if I can get something different. Both you and your enemies start each fight with Fury. That's going to end up damning me, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Drop an infliction over here. So it's going to be 2 damage and 2 weaken for sure, but... Okay, so 3 damage and 3 weaken. That actually increased the amount of damage I took this round. That's just a shame. I don't want to have this fight go on too long, so we'll use Crystal Ball, even if I don't really want to. There, 20 health ought to be enough to take on the wizard. I should roll with a different strategy against him, though. Because, namely, I don't want to have to deal with freezing him and having him constantly freeze all my dice, and then it turns into a big old war of attrition. Indeed, sir. So that's going to be a Hall of Mirrors use. Oh, 2 Hall of Mirrors. Actually, that's kind of scary. I get the feeling I'm going to end up losing this one. Good lord. Of course, he is kind of limited in what he can do, so having a billion dice isn't really helping him that much. I am in big trouble. There we go. Okay, that was stressful. I think it's better to have a prepared slot because it's best to be able to get out faster. So now we'll change our preparation slots to Ice Shard and Daffodil, just in case I need to change a 6 to a 5. Hall of Mirrors. We'll put it on 3. That's going to incentivize us to take an upgraded slot next time. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Alright, not a bad first turn. Let's see what he does. I mean, it's going to end up being 3 cannon fires. I'm aware of this. Alright, so what do we got? 2 could be a Daffodil, don't care. 4 could be another Ice Shard, not really helping. Let's actually drop an Infliction here. Freeze another die. Infliction. Yes, I'm aware I'm doing extra damage to myself. Well, I'm wondering if maybe I could have gotten out of this fight a little bit cheaper if I had just thrown the flaming dice. Oh well. Bit too late to cry over spilt milk now. Freeze 1 dice, roll a 1. I like Glass Cauldron. Just wondering if it's worth it considering that I also have Ice Shard. I've had a Glass Cauldron build work before. See, I think the problem is I would need something better than 1 on Infliction to want to run that. But Glass Cauldron could be the thing I put on 1. Well, let's roll with it and see what happens. No, I don't want one of my dice to be frozen every turn. Don't know if I'm going to be okay with that or not. Anyway, Marshmallow is probably going to be... No, I should go Vacuum first, just in case. What spells do I have prepped? We'll do it like that. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of... Right. Throw flaming dice for great justice! Alright, so I'm gonna get hit for 3. Oh no. Blinding isn't fun, but what am I gonna do? Ooh. Okay, so not a lot of damage this time, but at least I'm keeping things under control. Damn it. Okay, I really need to do more than like 1 or 2 damage around. It would really be helpful. You know what else would be helpful? If I could see my goddamn dice. You and your blinding bollocks need to get bent. Come on. There you go. It's on the right spot. Thank you. Alright, 2 more damage. Very much looking forward to not having to deal with the frozen dice bowl. We're not frozen, blinded. Ah, I can't even talk. That's how upset you've made me. Alright, so, with controlled freezing, I should be able to keep you from doing much. Alright, so at this moment in time, very much looking to replace Blue Ocean with something, I don't know, usable. And no, that's not to say that I find Blue Ocean unusable as is. It just isn't doing much to help me. Just wanted to make sure you know where you stood, Marshmallow. Yeah, do your 2 damage and move on with it. Hey, you're at low health! What are you gonna do now? Oh yeah, that's right. I like neither one of these, honestly. And I'll put Doppel Dice there, but I don't intend to use it. Returns a 6 and a 1. What am I even gonna do with that? You know, it's more interesting than Doppel Dice, but honestly I don't want it. Please be selling something good. Well, I mean, you know, that's not exactly what I would consider to be good. What do I have that works off of mana? Because Honeysuckle is a good defensive spell. Blue Ocean, that's right. I don't know, I'm not sure that anything here is quite up to my standards. This would be a great way to get mana, but it really only builds mana on those on those turns where I have Crystal Ball. I don't know, I'm not sure I see it. I mean, that might very well be my ticket, but I just don't see it. Not when your only mana-based spell is Blue Ocean. The typical, doesn't even care about Blue Ocean. I mean, yeah, you're right, I don't. Sweet, 3 damage. So he's gonna add 3 thorns. Okay, it's 4 thorns. Which means I probably don't want to hit him very much. And you know what? I really can't anyway. So let's just make sure we freeze his dice. Oh yeah, that still hurts. So I can keep him from being proactive, that's the important part. I can handle a little bit of Thorns damage. I'm not going to throw a die for 1 damage. Fiv, 1. Ice Shard! Now we've got ourselves a bit of a limit break. Ice Shard! Freeze another die! Sweet! Not willing to take that much damage. Why did I even use my limit break? That's the thing, I'm keeping him from being aggressive, but because of the kind of limited amount of damage that I can do to him, I end up taking a lot of damage in return. That's the thing, Cactus is a very defensive enemy. And unfortunately, I don't have anything along the... Wow, really? I don't have anything along the lines of poison to hit him indirectly with. Which, to me, is another good reason to not have purchased Honeysuckle, because I'm going to need to purchase that apple, I'm pretty sure. Dude, you almost beat me now. Yeah, and because of him, I'm not even going to be able to get up to full health. God. Oh no, I cannot work with that rule. After 4 turns, all enemies transform into bears. That's a funny rule, but it's also dangerous. So let's make sure we take it seriously. Alright, so normally Direwolf is not a good enemy to freeze because he's just, or she in this case, is just going to keep clawing you and poisoning you with the low rolls. But I very much understand that because she can use Claw on 5s, that it doesn't really matter all that much. So the ice strategy against upgraded Direwolf actually isn't that bad. So only taking 3 damage here seems like the wisest move. Yeah, those were just bad rolls for me in general. Okay, I need to find some way to do more damage. This is ridiculous. And now you're gonna transform into a bear. God damn. And that's it. Okay, so the big problem I'm noticing is that I'm having a hard time getting out in front of enemies because I lack damage. So I know what kind of build I'm looking for, but I'm gonna have a hard time finding it. So maybe next time around I'll play the Jester just to get the bad taste of that round out of my mouth, but for now, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be putting out more stuff, and who knows, there's a particular game I'm thinking about doing some recording on, but that may or may not have to wait for another time. So, until then, my name is Dark Sage Walker, and I'll be seeing you.